Hi Aries, and welcome to your daily video. I hope all of you are doing great. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for your feedback, for your emails, for everything. I really do appreciate it. It helps me keep going. So let's see what's coming up in your energies. What's going on around the Aries. But you do have Saturn, so keep in mind Capricorn type of energy in the house of self. It's definitely about self-control, discipline on the self. Anything in your life that requires personal self-control and discipline. It's like being forged in fire. It's not pleasant, doing boot camp is not fun. What else requires discipline? Sticking to a diet, going to the gym on a regular basis, maintaining composure under stressful circumstances, or dealing with hostile, irate people. Any of that can be a toll. You know what Capricorn does to, they say, Capricorn is about the achievement of the goal itself and saying, well, look what I accomplished. And so that can be through having a nice car, having nice clothing. Capricorn is like, look at what I have accomplished, and it's visible. So maybe you need to kind of treat yourself a little bit. It doesn't have to be all sacrifice, because Capricorn is about, in a weird way, like, having other people kind of like sacrifice themselves for you, for the greater good, but for you. So it's like, don't be afraid to ask for help. So let's see what's going on with Aries. You're ready to go. Get up and go because of 10 of Cups. Family, friends, community. 6 of Air. You want out of the strife. It's a test of your strength. Okay. There is something you hate. You almost think it's intentional. Like, you get to a point where you're like, is this for real? Like, are you kidding? Okay, and so then you're fighting back. 7 of Fire. So you're dealing with, some of you literally, like, I just watched a few videos on PSYOPs. You may want to check out videos on psychological operations in the U.S. Army or elsewhere. But PSYOPs, I was watching it and it was saying the idea is the product. And she was saying what we're selling is an idea. And we look at the idea like a product on the shelf, like a pair of shoes. And this is the idea, and we're selling the idea through various mechanisms, like leaflets, email, text blasts, words that people say, but through the dissemination of information. So you look at the product as the idea. The idea is the product. And in your case here, you're like, F this. I don't want this product. In fact, how could you give me this product? Like, it's kind of like, if you went to a restaurant, or I was saying an airline flight, you book a flight on an airline and somebody puts you right next to the bathroom, and even though you have like first class, and you're like, wait a minute, I paid for first class. Why are you sticking me next to the stinky bathroom that people are going back and forth, back and forth? And you're like, no, because you have put a 10 of Cups into this. And the root is, you're like, I just don't want to be around something I don't like. And, oh wow, you've really done a lot. Behind it is you've sacrificed and been uncomfortable. And now you're 10 of Wands. You're like, I'll do whatever it takes. Okay, that's actually a step forward from this Hangman, where you just feel like, I need to look at this from a different perspective. Maybe somebody told you to look at it from a different perspective, because there was Queen of Swords underneath. No, so we have Knight of Swords. Somebody could have been very angry. And then you're like, you know what? No. Needing to negotiate, analyze, or appraise. What is going on? There's a phrase called, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And you're like, no. No, no, no. You know the truth, okay? Ace of Swords. And what do you get as the outcome? You have to be really strategic here. You have to find an ally who you trust to create this 10 of Pentacles, to create this valued, long-term, invested in situation by analyzing and negotiating. Okay, there's a break-even point when something is hurtful or heartbreaking. So the goal was not there. So there's something like where you may have had a goal in mind, and then it's like it became personal. Try not to make it personal. It does seem like it feels personal, and the other person is trying to make it personal. They're either yelling at you, or there's this Knight of Swords energy, very erratic. And you're like 10 of Wands. I'm doing everything in my power to stand my ground. 9 with this 7 of Wands, to stand my ground. With the ultimate goal being 6 of the air. I just want out of this. Now, your solution is 7 of Swords. Like, I'm just going to sneak out the back door. Or I'm just going to use this as a strategy to analyze or negotiate. There's someone you feel like you can't confront. Chariot, your mind's made up. Okay, so you have this energy of, I'm doing what I want to do, I'm overcoming, and I'm going to go forward. Your energy is very determined. Like, you are absolutely putting everything you have into a situation. Why 7 of Swords? Because the Lovers. Reconciliation is negotiable or appraised as breaking even, but there, you still feel like something is personal. Somebody may have made it personal. Why are they Knight of Swords? Why are they crazy? Okay, Knight of Cups, Empress. There may be a feminine in this picture. There may be something where you were reaching out in a friendly way and this person responded in a very hostile way. You just want to balance the scales, even though there's 3 of Swords. So what is this? Other people, socially. What's the social element? You feel stuck in a situation. There's where you feel put in a situation that you have to sacrifice and look at the situation differently from a different perspective. Okay. There's this energy of feeling like you have to defend yourself against this person or against this very hostile, erratic individual. Or Knight of Swords is about hastiness and speed. So let's see. Crystals can help. Moldavite always helps if you're around because it's grounding. It's both. It's grounding and it's crown chakra. It's everything. It's an aligner. So you can be like getting more aligned so that if you're around someone who's unaligned, It's like you're the eye of the storm. If you wear a moldavite, you literally are kind of like the eye of the storm. You may still see the storm. You're like, I still see the storm going on around me. But you are the eye of the storm. It doesn't affect you in the same way. I forgot that demons are on demon time, and I forgot that. I always forget that. When you feel like someone else wants you on their watch all the time, usually, I mean, it's kind of demonic. Like somebody is just like demanding of your time. They have no regard for your personal value or something. I mean, it's definitely like demons on demon time. So what do we have? Show us here, Aries again. What do they need to see? This King of Swords to the Hangman. You feel like you're purposely being put in a situation where you're stuck. There could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What is this? There might be a decision coming because we have 9 of Cups behind this. There might be a decision coming with this King of Swords. A final decision. Maybe a judge. Who knows? What is this King of Swords? What's crossing the energy? An Empress. A person of value. A feminine. Quality. Fertility. Abundant. A mother or matriarch. What's going on? Looking at the value. Okay. What have you built up? What's the return on investment? And what do we have there? Evaluating. 2 of Pentacles from this Page of Cups. And what's in the past? Other people socially, conflict, 5 of Wands, and Strength card was sticking out. What's coming into the future here? The new coin. So there is something new coming in. There might be a decision around this benefit that you'd be receiving. But on your mind is, I want to weigh the value. What is it worth to me? Your energy is 9 of coin. You come in with independent energy. Doing something for yourself on your own terms. What is happening? 6 of Air. There's either you or someone else moving on out of conflict. You want a 2 of Cups. You want to feel like you and someone else are on the same page. And what is the outcome here? You want something that works for you and someone else. 4 of Wands. Okay. The goal is achieved. And it's also what you expect, and it works. It is of value, and it is something that's satisfying. 9 of Cups underneath. It does make you happy. What's going on there? What is the 4 of Wands? Home, lifestyle, big house, a water king and a tower. Okay, so there is something about a person with water placements in their chart, and we have a tower around that energy. Shake-ups. There is healing underneath, recovery and healing from this water queen. Something is held back. What's being offered to you as the Pentacle? What is this new opportunity? Hierophant. Maybe a loan, maybe dealing with a decision made that's in your favor. Why is there 6 of Air externally? There's the discovery of the 7 of Swords. Okay, so there's this investigative or something that is discovered and shown to others about this 7 of Swords, about this lie, trick, or deception. 7 of Swords has to do with strategies. to use information, you know, and a shortcut is just saying, oh, it's a liar, cheater, thief. Okay, what is the King of Water? What's going on here? There's something being looked into or learned about. Eight of Pentacles, the journeyman, self-discovery or learning or work-related, building up an empire. And there's the Devil. So there's something where there's something being looked into. And underneath is High Priestess. It is quiet. It is silent. And there's disappointment behind the silence and the shakeup. Okay, so let's see here. What is this outcome about? The hero's victory or the reputation. Under it is Seven of Coin. The value, what you've invested in. Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups. There's someone walking away from conflict. Eight of Cups and Queen of Wands. That could be you. Page of Wands. Okay. You're excited. What is the King of Wands or King of Cups here? Okay, something is discovered and found out by an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They find out the truth. Ace of Swords. Why is it Seven of Swords? It's surprising. It's very surprising. It's very unexpected. And there's a tower around that. There could also be what someone is saying, Queen of Air. What's in the cross to your energy? An Emperor. So we had Empress. Oh, we have the goal. We have the Emperor. We have Empress. What's this outcome about? Show us again. What's the discovery of the truth? Okay, we have standing your ground in defense, the Fool, and the new coin. Taking that leap of faith. So we have something new being offered to you. You would take this leap of faith and you would go in that direction. What is that? The World. It's a goal. And what is the walking away? Eight of Cups. Six of Coin. Something balances the scales. It's given to you. Maybe breaking even. And there is the Sun card underneath. Happy, joy, optimism. Making a decision at a crossroads. Wanting justice. There's a Fire King. Secrets. Being tempered. Being neutral. Having patience. Investing in something a lot. But then having strife, like minor or petty strife. It could be like a straw that breaks the camel's back, where you're just like, okay, one more time, and then I'm making my final decision. Because you are in a Nine of Coin. You're making a decision that's like on your own terms. Someone's persuading you to be tolerant of a Seven of Swords, of like, you know, somebody's mischief. Or, okay, Temperance, Nine of Cups underneath. What's going on here for Aries Sun? The King of the Swords. There's definitely somebody with air placements. They are very facts-based. No nonsense, no emotions, just straight up and to the point. This could be around work. We have an Eight of Pentacles. What's going on in the cross? Okay, Three of Swords. There is something that you may not really like or appreciate. You may feel like it's personal. There's a Water King here, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energies. Something is being offered to you, Knight of Coin. This is a test of strength, courage. Okay, you are getting justice on this Seven of Swords here, on the liar, cheat, thief, whatever. You are getting justice for this cheat, lie, whatever person or whatever strategy. There is someone who, Knight of Swords, they lose their patience, okay? That's what the energy is. There is the discovery of this. Maybe everybody sees this, or one person exposes this. 9 of Rods, there might be something that you've been putting up with. 2 of Pentacles, you're evaluating and negotiating. And 6 of Air, you're trying to stay out of this conflict. What is your energy? You're trying to focus on doing your work, and you refuse to accept what is being offered. 4 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. You're taking your time and evaluating the return on your investment. 7 of Cups, 4 of Swords. The World comes in, which is about the goal being achieved. What is the goal? It's the great success. Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. There's 2 queens. There's 2 women around a situation. Feminine energies. Maybe they see you upset because there's a 9 of Swords and an 8 of Cups. Somebody walking away and leaving. What do we have with Knight of Pentacles? There's a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or Sag. This person takes their time. They're loyal. They're offering you something. There is someone who's going to make up their mind. But there is this 5 of Swords. There is someone who takes it personally or hates the situation. There is like a hater. Why is there 7 of Swords here? Someone walks away. There is an energy of feeling stuck. 8 of Cups to this 7 of Swords with a hangman when the Wheel of Fortune turns. So this is probably a lesson you need to learn. You could just speed it up by learning the lesson and saying, okay, I'm done here. I know what the lesson is. What's this outcome? The victory. Other people because of this Tower. Other people are going to be glad that you are successful or something. Because underneath we have you, 9 of Coin, coming into everything, being very comfortable. Queen of Air. Feeling pulled in a new direction. At a crossroads, making up your mind. Okay, what is this 6 of Wands outcome about? You can't make your mind up. 2 of Swords to a 6 of Cups. There is something about the past that is confusing you, but we do have the truth or a new idea coming in. And you are sharing a bond with someone else and resurrecting. It's a day of calling, and so you feel like you need to get up and go. Maybe some of you are praying for answers. There are 2 women in this energy. So there's a King of Swords, though. Somebody is saying an absolute yes or an absolute no. There, you know, a decision is coming, and there is justice with this. So, what you can do is just hope for the best, really. You can take action. You can write a journal. You can break things down into units of time and say, well, I'm going to give that between 9 and 9:15 of my mental energy. I think demons on demon time, they want you to be on their watch and to always feel like they come first or something, so that you're always kind of like mentally, they're living rent free in your head because they know like I could pop in at any moment. And so there's something about that. Let's see what we have for Aries again. Despair. Wow. A mature man's in the crossing. Someone's in bad health. There is a change going on. There's something about a child in the past, or maybe you were the child. You're waiting for news. Somebody's in toil and labor energy externally. Okay, you want to be the privileged lady and you receive unexpected income as the outcome. So, what's this unexpected income coming in? Maybe from court. We have a court and a journey. So what do we have here? A message. And something is of the highest honor in an occupation. Okay, so that's the oracles. Let's get one here from this little deck. What have we got for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, North Node? Axe. Something is about breaking or stopping a pattern. Some of you need self-indulgence. Or it's a pattern of self-indulgence. It could be the opposite, like eating too much, drinking too much, spending too much money. The hammer flipped. Rebuilding, repetitive, persistent, working on it. There could be something where you feel interrogated. Something needs your time. The clock. You could be getting a call to someone letting you know they love you. This is a soulmate. Somebody could want to date you as well. Somebody new. It's a soul contract. But this is what I have for Aries. Thank you, and I will see you again in the next video.